I just bought more land in the metaverse. Now I'm getting paid cash with Earth. Got virtual land all across the globe. The next wave is digital, catch me on the way up. The growth is visible, couple more, watch my ink glow up. It's about to go nuts, it's about to go nuts. Now I'm getting paid and in cash with Earth.